What up guys, Charlotte here, and today you join me on a brand new weekly news video. Today's video is going to be episode 6 on my channel and episode 4 on the One Nation channel. We're going to jump straight into it. This week we got news of Anduin Wrynn's quest, which was hidden on the Broken Shore, coming in 7.2, which is pretty cool. Pretty awesome. I'll put a video of that on screen as well, courtesy of Wowhead, and also I'll link the full video in the description down below. We also got some legendary tweaks and changes. I'm mainly going to be talking about the general change to the ring Suffers Fuse, which is the haste ring, which it now grants 10% increased movement speed on top of the 75% it already gave, so giving 85% movement speed if I remember correctly, and also gives 3% extra haste, so nice little buff there. Also, movement speed bonuses from this ring also will increase the stack with other abilities as well, so that's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Also, we have some Demon Hunter changes, which I'll go over because it's only really the spec I can kind of talk about and know and have a good kind of guess. Now, the chest, the legendary chest, gives now 665 mastery at 940 eye level with the third bonus stat. Now, this is a buff to the chest, which I really, really like. So, at the moment, it only gives kind of suboptimal stats, and also it gives 50% leech whenever you have Blur active. Now, this change is really, really cool because it means it's going to make the chest a lot more viable, and you'll get away from the I have to have the ring and the other best in slot items to be able to, you know, actually be able to use it. Also, we had a wrist and the boots, which was arguably some of the second tier legendaries that now also they mainly just change. They now start triggering their bonus damage effect to those abilities on the first target hit instead of the second, which is pretty awesome. We also, moving on, we got some Blizzcon, if I know how to talk. Blizzcon dates. The Blizzcon itself is going to be from November 3rd to November 4th. And tickets are going to be sold for $200 US, and they will go on sale on the 8th of April. Also, the benefits dinner tickets will be from $750, and they will be sold on the 12th as well. Also, we have a WoW Chronicles Volume 2 got released this week. And Wowhead is doing a giveaway. I'll link the giveaway link and also the Amazon buy link if you want to buy that in the description down below. On Amazon at the moment, it's £23 or so, $22.80. Last time I checked, so that's pretty cool. Also, in some small PvP news, this is mainly just going to be a small little hotfix and a slight buff to Fell Lord for warlocks that are demo. So that's going to be pretty cool. Fell Lord, should I say, now has a 15-second duration instead of a 30. This is down from 30%. So this is a slight nerf, actually. I thought it was a cooldown reduction. That's why I said it was a buff. Apologies about that. And also, we just got some knockback fixes that was stopping the Warlock's Call of the Observer from basically stopping casting whenever it got knocked by a Ring of Peace or Arcane Orb from an Arcane Mage. So that they have been changed as well, which is pretty cool. We also got a hint on live about what's going to be happening in 7.2 as it launches, and we also got the background download for it. If you want to see basically what happens after the quest we have on live at the moment, feel free to check out my video that will be linked in the description down below on Assaulting the Broken Shore. I'll also put a little box of it now as well. And yeah, that's going to be pretty awesome. We also got some Unguro Madness, so all the mobs in Unguro Crater have been scaled up to max level, and they have also, there's also 3 rare kind of little guys you can kill to get like this little potion, which allows you basically to roar like a dinosaur, which is pretty cool. Nice to see the micro events still happening as they were one of the main features of this patch, but they're looking pretty fun right now. We've had the Hippogriff one, we've also had the Unguro Crater one, and I think we've also had the Opening Gate of Anchorage one as well so far. So I look forward to seeing what the other ones are going to be like and etc. like that. So that's going to be pretty awesome. We also have some more information regarding how Paragon reputation levels are going to actually be given out, and how also you get those mounts I talked about in a couple of weeks back video. Now, basically, what is going to happen is once you get exalted, you're then all the reputation you gain is basically going to go into a separate bar with a little bag, which you can see will be like on the edge of the exalted symbol. Now, just to note, those of you who've been saving your Kirintor daily tokens to actually give rep, those reps will not be actually able to, once 7.2 comes out, they will not actually be able to be transformed into Paragon levels, so there's no point really keeping them right now. Once you get exalted, just make sure that you have everything exalted by the time 7.2 comes out, and you'll be all good to start on your Paragon Reputation levels. And we also got a look at the Warden completion for the Warden quest as well, which you get this nice little spiky cape, which is pretty cool and pretty awesome. We also had a Q&A, one of the weekly Q&As in this video. My Demon Hunter just sat down, so we're just going to tab back into WoW to stand her up again. But yeah, so between this one, I'm going to kind of go through quite simply. I'm just going to go through my notes. I'll also link the Twitch VOD in the description down below, and also the wowhead page, which does a better job than my notes currently look like at actually describing what YouTubers talked about in this Q&A. But they did talk quite a bit about the differences between legendary that are direct power increases to your abilities, so such as one that increases the damage of Fell Rush or increases the damage of your Throw Glaive ability or etc. like that, and then stuff that's more kind of borderline utility stuff like the helmet, which is basically going to make your I-beam has less cooldown the more mobs you hit. So things like that. They're going to be talking about having the gap not as big, so they're actually going to be pretty good to actually see that. Also talking about some perks in the certain pieces of gear. So you've got whether it could be broken, whether it's going to be immune to taking damage and things like that. They are actually perks, and they don't really go out of the percentage of stats that you actually get from a piece of gear, which is really, really cool to see. Also, there had been talks of some new trinket or net combinations, or 2-set bonuses. Basically, we're talking about the Archway trinket and also the Quarterstar's neck that go ahead and make a small little set item, and that happening in the coming days or weeks as dungeons are actually going to be coming out. There won't be any in 7.2 that I believe or are aware of, unfortunately, because they didn't actually confirm that as well. Also, heirlooms are going to be 110, but not quite in 7.2. That will be something that happens a little bit afterwards as well, which is really, really cool to see. So it's going to be new. Also, they talked about, they got a question more regarding, I think they, Blizzard themselves want 7.2 and round after 7.2 to actually kind of be more for when people play ults and things like that. Also, there was talk of some of the really, really cool sets, such as Star Argus set in Nighthold, actually being obtainable when it became to transmog gear, and actually allowing that gear to be dropped as well, especially some of the cool sets, like we have the Suramar sets as well right now in Nighthold. And we also got some new spell abilities for Druid, for most of their abilities actually, which is really, really cool to see. And some of the new abilities coming in, the look of the new abilities in 7.2, especially the Bloody Decay, Death and Decay I really, really like as well. So that's going to wrap up today's video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it. And I tried to actually add a little bit more or some more detail into this episode because we got some comments last week asking for me to try and put that detail in. I just want to briefly explain at the end of this video the reason why I don't necessarily always go into high detail in regards to the news topics. It's just I don't want the video to go on that long, but if you would prefer it to be just under, 10 minutes or so, but then me actually go into the topics a little bit more and talk a little bit about them, then feel free to let me know in the comment section down below if you have any more feedback in this video. But if you did enjoy, make sure to leave it with a like. Make sure to come over to my channel if you are on One Legion and you want to see more videos like this one. I upload on a 5-day-a-week basis at the moment because of my new job, so kind of take the weekend off. But we will be starting next week with some I'm actually going to get that Dalaran video out that I was saying I was going to get out last week, but I also have been doing this week on some RBG stuff and talking about some RBG skills and my thoughts on them. So that's going to be pretty awesome. And then we also have Shaman campaign finishing off next week, going into some 7.2 campaign stuff as well. If you're interested in any of that, then feel free to come over and check out my channel. It'll be linked in the description just down below. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave it with a like. I'd love to hear any feedback in the comment section down below or any of your thoughts on any of the news this week. And I'll see you guys next week for some more news.